Good afternoon, everybody. This is your market update for December 14th. And yesterday was a crazy day in the market between the PPI report that came out yesterday, as well as the Fed statement and press conference. They did us a ton of favors. Stocks and bonds rallied sharply on the day, which was nice to see. With that movement, we're now seeing frequently mortgage rates on the 30-year fixed into the sixes, which is a welcome change, especially considering that several weeks ago we were pushing 8%. So ultimately, the PPI showed that overall in November, inflation was flat for the most part on the wholesale level. Year over year, we did see inflation numbers from a producer standpoint drop, which is a great thing for consumer inflation as well, because a lot of times if there's savings on the wholesale level, it's passed on to the consumer. So we could expect that potentially moving forward, the next consumer inflation reports that we see should be potentially lower if, in fact, this savings on the wholesale level is passed on to the consumer. So that is a good thing. Ultimately, this statement from the Fed yesterday at the culmination of their meeting sounded significantly more dovish than what it had in the past, which essentially means that they finally acknowledged that there have been meaningful movements made towards bringing inflation down. I mentioned before they're going to be looking strongly at employment numbers, labor-related numbers moving forward. But we've seen some continued softening in the labor market when we look at those labor and employment-related reports that have come out recently. We did have the initial jobless claims report that came out today that actually showed for last week unemployment claims dropped. But continuing claims, which is people that continue to file claims, actually rose by 20,000 claims, which is the highest level, I think, since November of 2021. So that ultimately, would support a softening in the labor market. Yesterday, mortgage-backed securities closed up 65 basis points, which was phenomenal. And opened the day today up 22 basis points. It's still up on the day, but off of its best levels, currently sitting up about 8 basis points. So stocks yesterday had a banging day across the board, did open higher this morning across the board and are still higher. Currently, the Dow is up 121 points, NASDAQ's up 20, and S&P 500 is up 10. So somewhat muted today compared to yesterday. The Freddie Mac published rate survey from yesterday showed that the 30-year fixed rate has, in fact, dropped below 7%. So that's the sixth or seventh week of mortgage rate declines. Currently on a national level, the 30-year fixed is sitting at 6.95%, and the 15-year is sitting at 6.38%. So it has been another, for the most part, great week of news. Positive economic information coming out that is market friendly. Hopefully that will continue. It's nice to see such significant improvement in rates, and hopefully that trend will in fact continue. I will see you on Monday. Not really a ton of news coming out tomorrow. If that changes at all, of course, I will update you. Other than that, have a great weekend.